Greetings people, it's Jared here, Wolfgang1, back for another review. So we are pushing on with our 6 weeks of pieces of shit. I just want to give once again another massive shout out to Marcus Prime for requesting this. So we are going to push straight on with another Firecon, the middle of the road Firecons, well at least in my opinion. And this week is going to be Generation 1 Sparkstalker.
Right, here is Sparkstalker in his alt mode. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I referred to Cindersaw as potentially an unbreaded chicken nugget, because I wasn't sure what his alt mode was supposed to be. So I referred to Mark Bellomo's Transformers Identification and Price Guide, which is now so hideously out of date, but still an awesome book. And I thought, so what does Sparkstalker turn into? He turns into, officially, a monster. Brilliant. Fuck you, Mark Bellomo. I was hoping for something a little bit more definitive than that. So he turns into basically whatever you want him to turn into. I did try cleaning these guys up, but there's still a lot of dust in his mouth, so I'm not fixing that, quite frankly. So he turns into a monster. Slightly better colour scheme this time. You can pick out a little bit more. So interesting maroon, pinks, purples, whites. Was supposed to be whites, and yellow on his mandibles. Just here, these weird claw things. Again, much like Cindersaw and much like every other fucking toy in this series, there's not really a lot to him. He turns into someone of diminutive size and is therefore no threat to anyone. Sadly, I've not picked these guys up in years, and I noticed that this one here and Flame Feather, when I come to do them, they've actually started yellowing in a really weird way. This one more so than the other one. As you can see, it's now half and half just down here, which I'll come to. Not in direct sunlight, not in anything like that. They're just decaying, which actually, if you come to think about it, is probably the best thing that could happen to these, quite frankly. Just decay, rot, and forget, and we can forget you ever existed. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is another piece of shit. Of course it is. And yeah, nothing to say about him. What he turns into a monster. So what do I think he turns into? I think he turns into maybe a turkey twizzler. We're sticking with the processed food group here. Turkey twizzler, just here. I don't know what it is. There is just. I know exactly what it is. I know it's that no effort has been put into these whatsoever. That's what it is. But these things infuriate the fuck out of me because I want them to be. I want them to be a little bit more than what they are. Now I appreciate, again, I keep saying it, lower price point Transformers. They're not going to be anything special. But having said that, a little way down the line, you had the Trigger Bots and Trigger Cons who weren't massive pieces of shit, but they still weren't encouraging. But this is a low point. This is a proper low point, and they all were. All the Firecons and Trigger Spark Bots were low points, and there's nothing really redeemable I can say about this other than the fact that I haven't got to touch it again after I do this review. So there's that. So we'll take it to robot mode exactly the same way as we did Cindersaw. Let's take his tail and flip it round to his arse end, just like that. That'll stick out as kibble. Bring his huge legs down like that. We are then going to fold his monster arms back exactly the same as with Cindersaw. Fucking move, you prick. Snap the monster head back and then flip the wings back, and there we go. We have a two-tone yellowing non-threat just there. The head sculpts, actually, I've got to say, the head sculpts for the focus, you piece of shit. When I say focus, you're generally supposed to focus. Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. The head sculpts, just take my word for it, it'll be on the photo gallery. The head sculpts are actually okay. A little bit of detail in there, like the crest and everything like that. Again, the arms don't move. This yellowing has annoyed the fuck out of me, but do you know what? It's a piece of shit. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm not going to lose any. I'm not going to be annoyed with it quite the way I was with Animated Leader Megatron, who I still want to review. But yeah, it's not exciting. It's not exciting. Maybe if you was a 6-year-old child, maybe it was exciting. I don't know. Or maybe as a 6-year-old you had slightly better standards for your toys. I've no idea. There's not really a hell of a lot else to say about that. So yeah, he's the middling range. He's the middling range. But still, in the grand scheme of things, absolute cack. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this review, such as it was. This is Gerald Ganvo, also known as Wolfgang1, saying I'll be back next week with the last Sparkbot. Thanks for watching this. Do hope you enjoyed. I'm not exactly entirely sure how you could have possibly done that, but thanks for tuning in anyway, and I'll be back next week. Until then, take care.
And when tomorrow comes, I feel you laying by me, like you ain't got nowhere else to go.